Good morning students. Let's start today's assignment, and the topic which is given to us is the story of village Palampur. So first question is choose the correct option. So number 1, Bigha and Gunitha are option A, the type of village house, option B, the type of hybrid seeds, or option C, the measuring unit of grain, and option D, the measuring unit of land area in village. So the correct answer is the measuring units of land area in village. Moving on with the next, choose the correct option, that is number 2. Which kharif crop is used for cattle feed? So the options are A, sugarcane, B, potato, C, johar and bajra, D, wheat. So the correct answer is C, johar. Moving on to the next, fill in the blanks. Here we go with number 3. To grow more than one crop on a piece of land during the year is called dash. So the correct answer is multiple cropping. Let's move on with number 4. One of the important non-farming activities besides farming in Palampur is dash. So the answer is dairy farming. Moving on with number 5. Money in hand and raw materials are an example of dash. The correct answer is working capital. Let's move on with the next question. That is, read the following statement and state whether it is true or false. Number 6, here we go. With HIV seeds, the yield went up to 3,200 kg per hectare. The answer is true. Moving on with number 7. Only 25% of the people working in Palampur are engaged in activities other than agriculture. The correct answer is true. Let's move on to the next question. Answer the following in very short questions. So here we go with number 8. Mention any 2 characteristics of modern farming. So point number 1, use of HIV seeds, and point number 2, use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Let's move on with question number 9. What is physical capital? So the answer is physical capital includes variety of inputs required at every stage during production, like machines, raw material, etc. Moving on with number 10, define yield. So the crop produced on a given piece of land during a single season is known as yield. Moving on with number 11, write down the names of the crops that were promoted by Green Revolution. So the names of the crops that were promoted during the Green Revolution were wheat and rice. Moving on with number 12, which is the most abundant factor of production? The answer is labor is the abundant factor of production. Moving on with answer the following question in 1 or 2 statements. Moving on with number 13, what are the major constraints in raising farm production in Palampur since the year of 1960? The main constraints in rising farm productions are number 1, land area under cultivation is practically fixed. Point number 2, since 1960 in Palampur there has been no expansion in land area under cultivation. Point number 3, by then some of the wastelands in the village have been converted to cultivated land. Moving on with number 14, what are the harmful effects of green revolution? So here we go with the answer. The harmful effect of green revolution are: the green revolution is responsible for the loss of soil fertility due to increased use of chemical fertilizers. The chemical fertilizers provide minerals which dissolve in water and immensely available to the plants. By this may not be retained in the soil for a long period of time. Let's move on with number 15. Why do so many families or farmers cultivate such small plot of lands? So the answer is existing land is divided among family members continuously, and as a result each member of the family gets smaller plot of land. Since land is fixed and there is no scope of bringing new land under cultivation, farmers are forced to cultivate small plot of lands. Moving on to number 16, migration is common in most villages across India. Why do people migrate? So here we go with the answer. In villages, there is a huge competition for work among the laborers. They are ready to work even at a very low wage in the field. This keeps their income at a low level. These laborers migrate to cities and towns in search of work. In cities, laborers are in great demand due to the industries and construction work. So that's it for today. All total we have 16 questions. Thank you so much. Have a good day.